Hello, Veteran 0-2 in here, welcome back, and this is another episode of Final Fantasy VI. One thing I need to mention about the Gigas Glove here is, let's say you found another one, and you equip both of them, and we're thinking, okay, if I equip two, I can get 50% boost to my physical attack damage. Well, it turns out that equipping two of these does absolutely nothing. Yeah, the damage from equipping two of them does not stack. Unlike the magic version of the Gigas Glove later on, there will be a relic called Earring, or Earrings. If you equip two of those, the effects do stack for magic. But for the Gigas Glove, only equip one, and you'll be fine. Otherwise, equipping two does nothing. It'd be kind of nice if you could raise it more, but you can't. That's just the way it goes. Why they programmed it that way, I'm not really sure. I guess they wanted to emphasize the fact that magic is powerful and physical attacks aren't, I guess. I don't know. But here we have a new enemy. We have Trillium. I believe we can also steal antidotes from these guys. These guys can poison you with their poison touch, which is very annoying. Tell me I have antidotes. I know I at least got one. I have 4. So yeah, I'm going to try and fall out the bestiary for this game if I can. Be doing point of no return monster hunting. Or I could just fight him in the Soul Shrine. I think you have to fight like every enemy in the game in the Soul Shrine when you do that part. So maybe I shouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, these guys are bastards with that poison touch. You could equip star pendants instead of, you know, actually, Terra doesn't have any. Terra doesn't have any relics, but whatever. I'm not going to spend money on star pendants. I think we find like 2 or 3 star pendants throughout the game, so I'm not worried about those. Not worth the money. Is that the guy who was shadowing us earlier? Let's go find out. Wow, interesting battle here. That wasn't enough to get him? Come on, man, die. There we go. Yeah, for this part, just make sure your HP's up. You know, be smart. That kind of thing. Make sure you have plenty of MP, because we're going to be running into a boss battle coming up here. Haha. Yeah, sometimes you can evade those attacks, which is nice. Very, very nice. Terra gain a level. And I should probably heal up. Alright, let's talk to this guy. What the hell, man? You just kicked us. Jerk! Why'd you do that? What the hell? I like how this guy just nonchalantly just kicks us. Surrender? What the hell, man? We just want to be friends. We don't want to fight you. Who are you? Yeah, we got a boss battle here against some bears that you can apparently steal high potions from. I'm gonna try Noise Blaster on the bears. I don't know if it works. I can't remember if it works or not. How come it's not working? Okay, it wasn't working there for a second. Okay, that doesn't work. And I don't believe we can actually steal anything from the boss. Okay, yeah, Gale Cut, this is gonna stink. Ow. Got one of them. How's this guy like poison? Couldn't steal. Wait a minute, that means this guy actually has something to steal? I don't remember being able to steal anything from this guy. Oh, pfft. Okay, yeah, you can't steal anything good from this guy. A lousy potion. Okay, does auto crossbow do more damage than Bioblast? We shall find out. Yeah, about the same. Yeah, I guess I'll just alternate between fire and cure spells here. Got plenty of magic points. Enough of this. I'll send you all to the great beyond. Yeah, that's messed up, man. You don't kill your own father, even if he is a jerk. I won't listen. Don't listen to Andor's lies. Sorry, I had to throw Final Fantasy 12 in there. Blizzard Fist. Yeah, and I believe what we have to do is left, right, left, or something like that. So we can do, yeah, Raging Fist. So the blitzes actually might be easier this time around than they were in the SNES version and the Game Boy Advance version. Might be able to actually pull off the blitzes every time instead of, yeah, there's certain blitzes in the SNES version and the Game Boy Advance version that I would struggle to pull off for some reason. Only certain ones. I mean, there's a couple, most of them I could do like every time, but looks like they've actually simplified it a little bit, which I kind of like. Yeah, they say that Sabin is actually his twin brother, but I thought Edgar was actually his older brother. Right? I mean, they can't be twins if they're one of them is older than the other. I don't know, whatever. I mean, they do look the same. They definitely look related. And I like how Tara says that he looks like a bear here in the SNES version. She actually calls him a puffed up Aerobics Instructor, which is even more hilarious. I wish they wouldn't have changed that. They should have kept that stuff in. Yeah, we're not going to be lapdogs anymore. Sure. Be a great help. Alright, so Sabin has joined the party, and I guess he starts in the back row. Interesting. Usually I have to put him in the back row, but they just decided to put him in the back row. I like it. The game read my mind for a change. Yeah, this guy uses claw type weapons. You can also equip him with certain shields. But yeah, he's not like Yang in Final Fantasy IV, where he can equip 2 claws in both hands. He's not ambidextrous like Yang in Final Fantasy IV. If you want 2 claws equipped on him, you can give him a Genji glove, but that takes up a relic slot. So why the hell would you want to do that? So yeah, this character, despite the fact that he's a monk and he's got claws, is not a physical attacker. Most of the blitzes that he uses are actually magical based. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at this guy's abilities. He has Raging Fist, which I showed off in the last battle. Aura Cannon, which is kind of like a holy attack. So if you are running into undead, Aura Cannon is really good against those. And then Meteor Strike, which I believe is physical based. I don't know. I don't really use all this. Yeah, I don't use this one very much. I will use it on a certain train type enemy later on, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, I don't really use Meteor Strike all that much. But yeah, I like Aura Cannon. That's probably one of my favorite ones. Raging Fist is okay. But yeah, most of his best blitzes in the game are magical based. So, Esper bonuses later on, instead of strength, I would prioritize magic for this character. Because that will help out immensely with his damage output. Alright, and we get a tent. Yeah, these guys are easy. No problem. Show off another blitz. Hopefully I did that right. Yep. Okay. You know what? I shouldn't have a problem with the blitzes. Yeah, that's the one thing I was afraid of when I was looking at footage for this game before I decided to try it out, was how are the blitzes gonna work? You know, how is some of this other stuff in the game going to actually work? And it looks like they made it work. In fact, it's even easier than it was in the older versions of the game. Which for the blitzes, I'm okay with, because, like I said, I would screw up the blitzes a lot. Like some of the more difficult blitzes, I would somehow screw up the button combo. Because originally with a D-pad, they're kind of like Street Fighter moves, you know? Alright, we have another new enemy here. We have Moo. Hello, Mr. Moo. I'm pretty sure an auto crossbow is going to kill every one of those guys. Yep. Goodbye. Oh boy. So yeah, here, definitely gonna go with Aura Bolt. Although I will be showing off Meteor Strike later on, for sure. Alright. Might as well go to the bestiary, show off some new monsters. Yeah, this is an unseelie. You can rare steal a buckler from those guys. Okay, I did not know that. Probably because I've never rare stealed or stolen a buckler from them. Yeah, humanoid types, if you have a weapon like the Man-Eater, then it's pretty effective against them. You can rare steal a potion from those guys. Immune to darkness, silence, and berserk. Again, status ailments for enemies, knowing what they're immune to, will be useful later on with a certain character. I'm glad that I don't, you know, it's like one less thing I have to look up, too. It's because it's right in the game. Alright, you can rare steal remedies from them. Weak against fire, absorb water, immune to imp. Anything else? Any regular monsters? I know there's boss guys I can look at. Yeah, let's look at some of the bosses. Apparently I didn't look at these yet. Immune to poison, and petrify, and death. Okay, good to know. Yeah, because there's some accessories later on in the game called a safety bit and a memento ring. And, well, they're not really rare, but they're sort of rare until much later in the game. So, with a certain character, that's nice to know what enemies are actually immune to berserk and death and petrify and all this kind of stuff. Alright, so where the hell's Vargas? You can rare steal mithril claws. Not that I really give a shit about mithril claws. Yeah, claws in this game, not very good. Maybe some elemental claws are okay, like fire claws and the poison claws in certain situations, but honestly, most of the time with Sabin, you're just going to be using blitzes, because they deal more damage than physical attacks would ever do with him. So there you go. That's all for this episode of Final Fantasy VI. In the next episode, we're going to go to the Returner hideout and find out if Bannon can actually help Terra with her problem of finding out who she is and why she knows how to use magic. This is Veteran 0121. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.